Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how I edit my city photos. Thankfully last time I was in Chicago it snowed and I was able to get this shot just because we haven't had too many snow days out here, which is a bummer. So we're in Adobe Lightroom. Excuse me. Here is the before and then here is the after. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm just going to hit reset. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is crop the image for Instagram, which is 4x5/8x10. Just crop right there, put the Chicago Theater sign right in the middle. So the next thing I'm going to do, the image is a little warm, so I'm going to bring down the temperature, make it a little cold, since it is snowing in winter-like. Alright, so after that, I'm going to bring the tint up, get a little pink in there, once again for the cold. And then I'm going to bring the exposure down just a little bit, I think it's a little too bright. And then for here, I'm just going to crank up this contrast. I mean, bump it. So we're bringing it up to about 80. Alright, so then after that, for the highlights, I'm going to bring these up. 25 is good. Same thing with the shadows. I'm going to bring those up. 48 is fine. Alright, so then after that, the whites we'll bring up as well. Alright, so then next, bring the blacks down, maybe around 30. I'm going to leave the clarity and the dehaze where that's at. Mess with the vibrance. Bring that down to about 20. And I'm going to bring the saturation up. About 15. That works. Alright, so after that, we're going to mess with the tone curve. I'm going to do 3 points. I'm going to make 3 points. I'm going to make an S curve here. So I'm going to bring up the highlights. Same thing with the midtones, bring those up just a little bit. And then the blacks, I'm going to bring those down. And lift the shadows up just a tad. There we go. Alright, so once you're done with that, I'm going to head over to the HSL sliders. The first thing I want to adjust is the oranges. I'm going to bring those, I'll make those a little bit more yellow. So bring that up to around 30. After that, I'm going to bring the yellows down, make those more orange. So bring that all the way down to -100. And the blues, I'm bring those down just a little bit. About 17 is okay. So that's all I have to do right now. Now heading over to saturation. First thing I'm going to do is bring the oranges down to about 35. And then the blues, we're going to bring those down. I know we're trying to go for that cold look, but I personally don't like a lot of blues or purples or magentas in my buildings, so I'm gonna bring that down around 80, and then purple and magenta, I'm just bring that all the way down. Alright, so now we're gonna head over to the luminance. So we're gonna make things a little bit brighter and a little bit darker in here, so I'm gonna bring the reds up to about 58 is okay. Oranges, I'm gonna bring those up. Same thing with the yellows, I'm gonna crank those bad boys. The reason why I'm doing this one because I think it looks cool in the street. It makes these yellow lines pop more out there. Alright, so after that, bring the blues down just to bring back some of the detail in the buildings. Alright, so then after that, we don't need to do any split toning, sharpness and all that. That's fine. So let's go to lens correction. I always enable both of these. Transform, we're good with that. And then vignette, I always like to add a little bit in there, so add about 26. Calibration, we're just gonna do a little bit here, not too much. So I'm gonna bring the shadows down more green, it's about -10. And the reds, I'm gonna make those more orange, so I'm gonna bring that up to about 22. And that is it for the calibration. So I'm gonna head over to the radial filter. I'm gonna make a selection about that big. And what I'm doing, I wanna make this section right here underneath the Chicago sign pop more. So I'm going to place a selection about right there. Get rid of that. Bring the exposure up. Let's see, about 24. And then add a little bit of clarity. That makes it pop a little more as well. And then I'll bring the saturation down. Alright, so now that we're done with that one, there is one more I want to add. So I'm going to head over to new. And this one's going to be bigger. what I'm doing here is I want to brighten up the Chicago Theater sign, and same thing with these buildings over here. So I'm going to put the selection over the both of those. Get rid of this dehaze. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the exposure up, let's say around 30 would be fine. And then the temperature, I'm going to bring that down. 9 will be okay. Alright, so I'm going to move this over. It looks like we missed part of the Chicago Theater sign. It's right there. Alright, so that is it. So again, here is the before, and then here is the after. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. Now you know how I edit my city photos. Please do me a favor, like and comment on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you aren't already, so you don't miss out on future videos like this. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, bye.